National Golf Club of Kansas City. Welcome to the Winemaker dinner of Goldschmidt Vineyards. I'm sorry I'm not there with you this evening, but I am, believe it or not, I am in Chile right now, consulting for wineries down here. So I have no props, I have no photos, I have just my charm, good looks, and sense of humor. Anyway, my name is Nick Goldschmidt, I'm a winemaker, and I want to thank you all for coming this evening, and I hope you have a good time with Connor and Cassidy, who are hosting the event this evening. And thank you for trying my small family wines, thanks to Steve Ewing, who represents me there this evening. I am from New Zealand. I trained in Australia. I came to California in 1990, and I was the head winemaker for a winery called Simi Winery, which at the time was owned by a little handbag company called Louis Vuitton. And in 1991, they gave me the global job, and this is what really got me started. So I looked after the blending for Cloudy Bay, New Zealand, Cape Mantel in Australia, Ruffino in Italy, and Terrasses in Argentina, of which I was the first winemaker. And in 1999, Simi was sold to Constellation. So I ran Franciscan Estancia, Blackstone, Ravenswood, and did the due diligence on Opus and Mondavi. And then in 2002, I decided to leave and went to the largest wine company in the world called Allied Domecq, the company that no one's ever heard of. But we owned about 80 wineries in 6 countries. So Clos de Bois, William Hill, Atlas Peak, Gary Farrell, Mum, Buena Vista, Campo Viejo, Marcos de Renzo, Isios, Tarsos, Villeray, Brancoston. Anyway, one day they called me up and they said, Nick, we're selling the company. You've got a choice, Pernod Ricard, the French, or Jim Beam, the American. So I said, look, I'll talk to the French first, because I knew I wasn't going to work for the French. I hope there's no French people there this evening. Anyway, I told my one French joke. You know how the British salute? You know the American salute, you know the French salute, you know the Australian salute because of the flies. Anyway, I ended up at Jim Beam, and then you wouldn't believe it. In 2008, Jim Beam sold us back to Constellation, so I got my job back. So today, I work for myself, I work with my family. My son is a winemaker, and my daughter is in sales, and my 3 other children are outside the company at this stage, but it's a great family business. So anyway, as you go through the evening, I hope you have a great time. I'm going to come back now and talk about the first wine that you had. Enjoy.